And now start to deepen those inhales and lengthen out those exhales. Perhaps a 4-count inhale, 6-count exhale. All right, everyone, take an inhale in through your nose, and then open mouth exhale, empty everything out. And slowly ease yourself off the blanket or your blocks. You'll roll over to one side and just remove whatever props you have underneath you. And then come back down to your backs. And then bring both knees into your chest, gather them closely. Give them a squeeze and maybe rock from side to side gently. Giving the low back a massage. And keep your right knee into your chest as you extend the left leg down your mat. Take an inhale. On the exhale, draw the knee even closer in towards your torso. Then as you inhale, come into a full body stretch. Release the right knee, reach the arms overhead, full body stretch. Exhale, hug the left knee into your chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, squeeze the knee even closer. Inhale, full body stretch, grow long. We're just going to switch sides. Exhale, right knee into chest. Draw it in. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee to chest. So see if you can get into deep reflection with every exhale. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee to chest. And then inhale, full body stretch. And just release your hands down to your mats, palms facing up. So working a little bit into hip rotation. Draw your right knee in towards you without the use of your hands, but angle the right knee towards your left shoulder. But as you do this, just cross the midline slightly. Keep the back of the right pelvis on your mat. So in other words, you're not peeling the right pelvis off your mat to get the knee towards the shoulder. It's just a slight cross over the midline. Then you're going to draw the knee and externally rotate. So take it out. Take it out like you're trying to draw a circle. And then straighten that knee as you send that right leg down your mat. So you're making these hip circles with the right femur bone. So draw that right knee towards the left shoulder. Keep the back of the pelvis on the mat. Open the knee off to the right. External rotation. Then straighten that knee as you send that right leg down. A couple more times, please. Right knee, left shoulder. External rotation, take it off to the side. Then straighten the knee as you send the leg down. One more time. Right knee, left shoulder. Open it off to the side. And then straighten that leg as you send the leg straight down your mat. Okay, switching to the left side. Left knee, right shoulder. Keep it there just for a bit. Keep the back of the left pelvis on your mat. Then externally rotate that left knee. Bring it off to the side. Straighten the knee as you straighten out that leg and send it down your mat. 3 more times, please. Left knee, right shoulder. Open it off to the side. Straighten the knee as you send it down your mat. Left knee, right shoulder. Open it up. Straighten that leg as you send it down your mat. And last time for 4. Left knee, right shoulder. Open it off to the side. Straighten down your mat. Awesome. Now bend your knees, feet are flat on your mat. Your ankles can be right on your knees. Take your hands, interlace them behind your head. So elbows point out. Think of lengthening your elbows away from you. And then you've got to lift your upper body slightly. And then we're going to aim the right elbow for the right ankle. So it's almost like we're extending and trying to get the right elbow to reach the ankle. So lengthening in the left side of your body. And then inhale, come back through center. Exhale, left elbow towards the left ankle. Inhale, center. Right elbow towards the right ankle. Come back through center. Left elbow towards the left ankle. Come back center. One more time. Right elbow, right ankle. So you're denting the right side of your waist. Come back through center. Then left elbow towards the left ankle. Come back through center, relax. Then you decide how you want to make your way up to a seat. You can rock and roll up the length of your spine. You can just roll over into fetal pose, press yourself up. And then we'll work a little bit into our lunges. So grab your blanket if you need to pad your knees. Standing on your blanket, step your right foot forward. And then start to shimmy the left knee back. You can rest your hands on your right thigh and perhaps push away from that thigh. And just allow gravity to pull your pelvis down towards the floor. Some of you might like to pulse. And then here, think of lengthening these low ribs away from your hips. And if you're starting to feel this in your low back, create a slight posterior tilt in your pelvis. So you're tilting the pelvis forward. So you're tucking the tailbone under and not allowing the contents of your pelvis to spill up. That will help the low back. And then maybe continue pushing away from that right thigh. Maybe leaning back a little bit. Take one more inhale. Then as you exhale, release your hands down to your mat. Pull your hips back. And you might have to slide the right heel forward, but come into a half split. So in your half split, resist the urge to sink your hips towards that left heel. You want to keep them up and stacked over that left knee if you can. Pull the right toes towards your face. Dig the heel into your mat and create the action of drawing the heel in towards you. You feel the engagement in your hamstring. And here's the other thing you can do. You can think of lengthening your nose towards your right toes. If your right foot is pointed at 12 o'clock, I'd like you to walk your hands over to about 1 or 2 o'clock. Some of you might be able to get it to about 3 o'clock. And then you'll feel that stretch in the outer right hip. Come back to center. Rebend that knee, slide it next to your left. Switching sides, step the left foot forward. And then you can wiggle the right knee back, or left foot forward. And then you maybe pulse, just to get a little closer, letting the pelvis descend closer to the mat, but lengthening the ribs away from the hips. And again, create that slight scoop of your pelvis if you're feeling this in the low back. A couple more breaths here. And then start to push away from that thigh a little bit more, creating a slight back bend. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to your mat and start to pull your hips back. Slide this left heel forward. And again, you'll have to draw the toes towards your face. Dig the heel in and then draw it in towards you. So creating that isometric action in your hamstring. Lengthen your nose towards your toes. And then if your left foot is pointed at 12 o'clock, walk your hands over to about 11, maybe 10 o'clock. Some of you maybe 9 o'clock. And then this stretch, you'll feel it in the whole outer left line of your leg. Okay, come back to center, rebend that left knee and then slide it next to your right. Okay, so let's come into broken toe pose. So you'll tuck your toes under, but I want you to separate all 10 toes, especially the pinky toe. You want your pinky toe touching the mat. And then see if you can sit back on your heels just for a moment. I'll add some movement, but for now, see if you can hang on to this for 3 cycles of breath. Each cycle is an inhale and an exhale. On your next inhale, you'll stand on your knees, keep your feet the way they are, but reach the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, draw your elbows down towards your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. So keep your hips pointing forward, just mid to upper back will twist. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, plant your palms in tabletop, neutral spine. Then inhale, untuck your tailbone, melt the belly, melt the heart. Maybe with your gaze, you're coming into cow. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone under, draw the belly in. Really dome the upper back, chin to chest. Then inhale, can you slide your fingertips down? It's a long inhale, then reach up again. Exhale, elbows draw down to shoulder height. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, plant your palms, come into your tabletop. Then inhale into your cow. Exhale, round into your cat. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, you'll draw the fingers down, bloom up. Exhale, elbows to your shoulder height. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, plant your palms in your tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now go ahead and maybe take 15 seconds just to work through a few rounds of cat-cow on your own here. Adding whatever movements feel good to you in this pose, warming up the spine. All right, let's come to neutral. And then you'll set your blanket aside if you were using it. Here's where the washcloths and the plates come in handy. So grab your washcloth or plate. I'll start with my right leg. So you want to set it on the left side of your mat. You might need a little height if you want to raise the floor towards you. And then step up to the top of your mat. So come into a forward fold. Take your right foot, right leg, cross it behind the left. Set the edge of the foot, so the pinky toe edge of the foot, you can see me in the mirror. Set it down on that washcloth. Now, my left knee is slightly bent. What you're going to do is you're going to slide your right foot away from you, as far away, lengthen it away from you. So just kind of get used to the sliding motion. And the further it goes away from you, the deeper you'll bend into that left knee. Now, pull this right foot back in, and as you do that, you straighten the bottom leg, so the left knee straightens. So for now, just kind of get used, like do this a few times, get used to this sliding motion. We'll see this in class in our flow later on today. All right, draw that right foot in. Now we're adding a little bit of tension. So I want you to not only just slide it away from you, but I want you to press down into the floor. So kind of needing a little bit of healthy stress. So press the foot into the floor, and then now slide it away from you the whole time you're pressing. So it requires a little bit more effort as you do this. Then keep squeezing, pressing into the floor as you draw this right foot back in. Press, 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 but slide away at the same time. And then draw it back in, but you're still pressing that foot down into the floor. One more time for 3. Slide it away. Then draw it back in. All right, release that right leg. Switching sides, grab that washcloth, put it over to the left side or dinner plate. Then it's the left foot that goes behind the right. Set the edge of the foot, so pinky toe edge on that washcloth. And then just kind of create those movements without pressing in just yet. Just get used to this movement. Slide away as you bend that right knee, then draw it back in. Okay. Now is when you draw it in, start to press the edge of the left foot into the floor as you slide it away from you. Then keep pressing as you draw that foot back in, the right knee straightens. Slide it away, right knee bends a little bit more. Draw it back in. One more time. Press, press, press as you push it away. Keep pressing into the floor as you draw it back in. Release your legs. And just keep your washcloth where it's at. You might want to, just keep it right where it's at. And just kind of come into a ragdoll forward fold at the top of your mat. So you can bend your knees deeply. You can grab opposite elbows. Try and keep your weight in midfoot and toes as you do this. You can also sway your hips. And then very slowly, let's roll up to stand, taking your time to rebuild your spine. Eventually coming up, shoulders, neck, and head are the last to rise. We'll work through a couple of rounds of sun salutations just to warm up the body. But for now, inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, hands home to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Slight tuck of your chin into your chest. If you have an intention, a sankalpa for your practice this morning, go ahead and create it now. If you will permit me to offer a suggestion, perhaps consider dedicating all this good energy, the energy of your practice, to the people who might really need it right now. Take a breath in. And slowly open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Just classics on A. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. You can swan back down, or hands can come to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull out of your waist, long spine, crown of head reaches forward. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to your high plank. Here, organize your spine. Please push the floor away from you. Don't let your hips sag. Pull your core in. Heel over your toes. Tailbone points in between your heels. Take an inhale. Your exhale, come on down all the way to your belly. So you can lower to your knees, bend the elbows, come down. Untuck your toes. Tops of feet are heavy. Your hands are under your shoulders. Inhale, lift into cobra. So in cobra, your thighs are on the mat. Keep your collarbones broad. Then exhale, down dog. First down dog of the morning here. Take your time, pedal out your feet. Do your down dog dance. Just get comfortable with being upside down, that upside down V. Keep your fingers spread wide. Then if you were with me last week, remember that action we did to create space in the upper back. Think of trying to point your fingers outwards, but the fingers don't move. The action is coming from your shoulder girdle. So creating keep your upper back expansive. Then invite the chest closer towards the thighs. Lift your sit bones. Roll the inner thighs back. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Then exhale, forward fold. We can walk, hop, or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, rise up all the way. Then exhale, swan back down or come to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to your high plank. Stay for your inhalation. Here's when I cue chaturanga, or hold your plank, or you can come down to your knees to do this. Elbows point straight back. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. We'll do two more. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Then exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Stay for the inhale. Then you choose chaturanga, hold your plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. One more Sane. Lift your heels, bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's rise. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Inhale to organize your spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. 3 cycles of breath in this down dog. And real quick, I'm just gonna drop to my knees really quickly. If you're new to my practice, I am gonna move up and down my mat a lot. So if you are someone who has your screen right dead center in the front here, you might wanna shift it off to the side just a little bit so that when I'm down on my mat this way, you don't have to crane your neck to see where I'm going. So go ahead and make those adjustments. All right, from your down dog, lift your right leg high to the sky. See if you can take the bend out of that right knee. Just work on the height, straighten that leg. And then notice here, did you come forward slightly on that left hip? If you did, then send your hips, that left hip higher towards the sky. Draw it back. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly step that right foot up between your fingertips. Land it softly. Spin the left foot down. Left toes point at the left corner, top corner of your mat, so 30 to 40 degree angle. And then rise up. Just lift your torso. So just working on your base, your stance for now. You can rest your hands on your hips. You can guide the right hip back, left hip forward. So working to warrior one. If you're starting to feel this in your calf, left calf, good. You do want to feel it there. If you're having a hard time depressing the left heel into your mat, I want you to create this action. Think of lifting the top of the foot, that left foot, towards your shin. That will help lengthen your tibialis anterior, which is a muscle in your calf. And that will help drill that heel down a little bit more. Okay, sink into your right knee. And then create this action with the right knee. Think of lifting it towards the sky, but nothing moves. If you feel stable in your stance, then reach up. Try not to let the low ribs protrude. That is a tendency of mine, so that's something I check all the time when I'm in warrior one. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw the elbows down to your shoulder. We're twisting again, so take an inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. 2 more times. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Then inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. You're gonna launch forward and bring your left knee into your chest. And then come into your figure four. So here you can sink your hips back, working on a little bit of balance, a little bit of a hip opener. Some of you will stay here. Some of you will maybe try a little twist. Twisting to the right. Inhale, come back to center and straighten up. Send that left leg back, land on your tippy toes. Then reach up on the inhale. So high crescent lunge. Squeeze the inner thighs together. And then let that right thigh descend closer to the mat, but lift the back of the left thigh up towards the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to your mat. And here's where I want you to walk this right foot just down slightly. And then see if you can get your right foot perpendicular to your mat. Spin onto the left edge of your, the left pinky toe side of your left foot. Some of you might be able to get onto the pinky toe side of your right foot. So we are going into a horizon lunge. Reach for the back of the room and see if you can let your hips sink closer, that left outer hip down towards the mat. Then inhale, lift your hips, draw your half rainbow. Exhale, sink your hips, reach for the back. Inhale, draw your half rainbow. Exhale, sink that left outer hip. Inhale, half rainbow, right hand comes down. Here's where you're gonna pivot and spin. And then imagine you're painting your mat. Your hands will come to your left foot. You're just gonna make this action, drawing hands across your mat. Let your spine spill out of your waist. Let your head hang heavy. So you can enjoy this movement. Eventually, the next time you get your hands to your left leg, you'll spin and come into a low lunge at the back of your mat. So the left knee that bends. Inhale, send that left leg back, be like a dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Then spin your right foot down, point your right toes to that right corner of your mat. Then slowly rise up. First, work on your stance, warrior one stance. Guide your hips so they're square to the top of your mat. Left hip back, right hip forward. Think of lifting the top of your right foot towards your right shin. Then when you feel stable, reach up to the sky. Sink a little deeper into that front knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw your elbows down to your shoulder height. Breathe in, then twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale back into your warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, right knee into chest. Slowly come into your figure four. Find something to look at that isn't moving and see if you can send your hips back. Deepening those hip creases. Stay here. Or try and twist to the left. Okay, inhale, come back to stand with your right knee in. And slowly send the right leg back, land into toes. Work on your stance. And when you feel stable, reach up to the sky. In your high crescent lunge. Sinking a little deeper into that front knee. Then release your hands down to the mat. Walk your left foot so it's perpendicular to your mat. Then you'll roll onto the knife edge of your right foot. Some of you will roll onto the knife edge of your left foot as well. Reach up, actually reach back, and then lower, 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 that outer hip, right outer hip towards the mat. Inhale, press into the knife edge of that left foot to lift, right foot to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, draw your rainbow. Exhale, lower. One more time. Draw that rainbow. Exhale, lower the hip. This time, inhale, lift up. Left hand comes down. Walk hands all the way back to that right foot and then paint your mat again. No one can see you, so make this a fun movement. Eventually, the next time you get your hands back to your right leg, you'll spin, low lunge at the top of your mat. Three-legged dog. Sweep the right leg back. Exhale, down dog. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. So we'll try that again. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Then inhale, come on right up to your warrior one. Square your hips. Then draw your elbows down to your shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist just twice. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, bring your left knee in. Exhale, figure four. Maybe adding the twist. If you're feeling comfortable, well, not comfortable in that sense, but if you're feeling fairly warm, see if you can maybe bring the outside of your left tricep towards your left foot. Inhale, we rise back up, bring the left knee in. Exhale, send it all the way back, landing in your high crescent. Take a breath in. Hands come down to your mat. Walk this right foot off so it's perpendicular. Roll onto the edge of that left foot. Reach up, reach back and drop the hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And this time, draw your rainbow. Set the right hand down. You know where we're going. Draw the hands all the way to the left foot. Paint your mat again. Then spin to the back of your mat. Left leg leads. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. One cycle of breath here. Then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Square your hips. Elbows down to your shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, right knee to your chest. Exhale, figure four. If you're feeling warm, maybe feeling a little feisty, try that twist. Can you bring the right tricep to the base of that right foot? Then inhale, come back up, lift that knee, send it all the way back. Reach up for the sky. In your high lunge, take a breath in. Release the hands down to your mat. Walk the left foot so it's perpendicular to your mat. Roll onto the knife edge of your right foot. Reach for the back of your mat. Drop that hip. Inhale, draw your half rainbow. Exhale, lower. Inhale, half rainbow. Lift your hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, half rainbow. Left hand comes down. Walk your hands down to the right foot. And then start painting your mat again. The next time your hands come back towards that right foot, pivot, turn, low lunge, three-legged dog. Exhale, Down dog. Nice job, everyone. Then lift your heels, bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's rise. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your high plank. You decide, vinyasa, straight to down dog. Your choice, I'm coming straight to down dog. I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm going to do next, but you guys stay where you're at. Okay, from your down dog, inhale, right leg lifts. Now see if you can bring your right knee to your right outer tricep. So tap the knee towards the outer tricep. Then kick back. 2 more times, please. Knee to outer tricep. 1 more time. Knee to outer tricep. Then kick back. This time, bring your whole right foot down. Set it outside of your right fingertip. So similar to last week. Then take an inhale and reach up. I forgot to mention, so part 2, we've got a lot of reps. And then see if you can bring the whole forearm down to your mat in pronation. So the inside of the forearm down to your mat. If you can't, you can supinate, which is turning the palm facing up. If you can, palm facing down. If this is too hard, you can drop that left knee, your choice, okay? 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forearm down. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forearm down. Then just come onto straight elbows. Can you lift this right foot and hover it maybe an inch off your mat? Just an inch. Send it back to a 3-legged dog. Then step the right foot all the way up, low lunge. Come into a grounded warrior 3. Just lift that left leg. Lift that left leg. And here's where you need that washcloth. We're going to do that same thing, okay? So set the outer edge of the left foot down on the washcloth or your dinner plate. Now, drill that foot down into the floor and slide it away from you. 3 times. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, slide it away. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, slide it away. Then inhale, draw it in. Lift this left leg, step it back. Set the left knee down, lift your torso. Now here, I'm calling this an upright lunge because you're not deepening the lunge, it's just an upright lunge. Try and hover the left knee off your mat, just slightly, hover. Okay, good. Hold it there, then inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend and lean to the right. Inhale, reach up. Side bend and lean to the left. Inhale, reach up. Pivot, turn. You're in a teeny tiny horse, so it's not a wide horse. Point your feet towards the top of your mat. Drop back into that lunge, but with the right knee hovering. Then reach up. Drop the left hand, side bend and lean to the left. Inhale, center. Drop the right hand, side bend and lean to the right. Inhale, center. Pivot, back to that tiny horse. Turn to the front of your mat. This time, full low lunge. You can set the left knee down. Release your hands, step back to down dog. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. And now we get to try that on the left side. So left leg lifts. Tap the left knee to the outer left tricep. Shift forward, kick back. 2 more times. Shift forward, kick back. 1 more time. Shift forward, kick back. Then step that whole left foot on the outside of your left pinky finger. Inhale, reach up. Left forearm comes all the way down if you can, otherwise supinate or drop that right knee. Do what you can here. Inhale, reach up. Then left forearm comes down. 1 more time. Reach up. Forearm comes down. Come back onto straight elbows. Can you just lift your left foot slightly? It's in your core. Then send it back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step it up, low lunge. Come to that grounded warrior 3 first. You gotta shift that washcloth or plate to the other side. Then land the knife edge of your right foot down on that cloth. Start to slide it away from you. And then pull it in. Slide it away. Pull it in. Slide it away. Pull it in. Now lift that leg. Send it back. Drop into that upright lunge. Okay. Hover the right knee, reach up. Drop the left hand, side bend and lean, reach up. Right hand drops, lean to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, mini goddess. Pivot, drop that left knee, but hover it, reach up. Side bend to the right, inhale, center. Side bend to the left, inhale, center. Mini goddess, a horse. To the back of your mat. You can this time set that right knee down. Drop your hands, step back to down dog, and take a child's pose. So knees are wide apart, toes together. Take this moment just to catch your breath. Maybe grab some water. So I told Nicole and Jill yesterday when I was putting this flow together, I said, this might be a beast. This is the part where it's the beast. So just allow your heart rate to settle. Notice how you're breathing. If it starts to get shallow, see if you can start to smooth it out, deepening the inhales, lengthening the exhales. All right, from your child's pose, walk your hands in, come up to a stand. And then let's just come into a little bit of a balance portion before we work into our peak pose. So root down through your feet, and this is going to be a variation on dancer pose. So Natarajasana, match your knees, and then bring your hands to heart center, and lift your right foot behind you. So this is a no hands dancer. Now start to draw the right heel in towards the glutes, so engage the hamstrings. Keep it there. Can you start to tip forward, but lift the right knee. Don't let it travel to the side, just lift it straight back. And then straighten up. 2 more times, please. If you need to put your foot down, go ahead and do that. Center. Then we lift that foot, tip forward, but squeeze the heel in. Squeeze the heel in, adding that back bend. Center. 1 more time. Heel squeezes in, lift from the knee as you tip forward. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then come back to center. And shake it off. Switching to the other side. Ground down through the right foot. Bring your left heel into your glute. And then start to lift that left knee straight back and then lean forward. Come back to center. Again, lead with the knee, lift the knee as you start to tip forward. Center. 1 more time. And come back to center. And slow release that leg. All right. So I'm going to have you guys try baby grasshopper, which is why we're doing so much stuff with the outer hip. And then we'll try it now. We'll integrate it back into the flow. So come on down to a seat. Extend your legs in front of you. You might have to move the flesh of your hips aside. Then start to draw the right knee in towards your chest. Left hand goes behind you. You can rest your hands on your fingertips. Inhale, reach up with the right hand. On your exhale, just lean forward as far as you can go. 2 more times, please. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach forward. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. This time, turn the palm to face out. Whatever you can do, wrap this right hand around this right knee. Can you connect your fingertips? If you can't, that's fine. Fake bind. And just lean forward over this left leg. Then release that. Bring your torso back upright. Take this whole right leg, cross it over the left. So the right foot is on the outside of the left knee. You'll hug this right knee into your chest and then twist. Your right fingertips are behind you. Think of lengthening your spine with every inhale and just twisting with every exhale. Some of you might even be able to bring your chin over that right shoulder. Take 1 more inhale. Then unwind, keep the legs the way they are, but you plant your palms to the left and then just start this process of leaning forward. So keep your hands maybe slightly wider than shoulders distance and just tip forward. Yes, you will roll onto the left outer hip. Okay, let's give this a go. You want to adjust this foot. So remember how we pointed it so it's perpendicular to your mat? Do that with the right foot. Reach for whatever you can on this left leg. You can reach for your shin, the ankle, the toes. And the idea here is to tip forward and lift your hips. Lift your hips, lift the whole leg. And this is your baby grasshopper. So try that. Go ahead, give it a couple of tries. Just do what you can. And then we'll try it on the other side. I'm just gonna flip around. So here, draw that left knee in. And then left hand comes behind you. Oh no, wait, right hand. Left hand reaches up for the sky. Exhale, reach as far forward as you can. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach. Lean forward. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. Turn the palm to face up. Wrap it around that left knee. Keep squeezing the left knee in towards you. Either bind or fake bind. And then lean over that. Fold over the right leg. On the next inhale, release your bind, lift your torso, cross the left leg over the right, hug the left knee into your chest with your right hand. The left hand goes behind you. You can land on your fingertips. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine, then exhale, twist. So lengthening on every inhale, twisting with every exhale. Maybe taking the chin over your left shoulder. Then unwind from your twist. We're just going to twist the other way, plant your palms slightly wider than shoulders distance apart, and just lean, bend the elbows. Lean. One more time. Lean. And then point your left toes forward, so perpendicular to your mat. Grab a hold of whatever you can on this right leg. I like the toes. You can grab the outside of the foot, the inside of the foot. And then you really get to press down into your left foot and your right hand to lift your hips, which are the heaviest part in this particular pose. So just try what you can. Take about 20 seconds more. Then when you've had enough, unwind. We're all going to remain in down dog. And then we'll put this into our flow. So if you want, grab some water. It's the final flow. We'll put part 1 and part 2 together. I'm going to grab some water. All right, making your way to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, rise up into your warrior 1, square your hips. Exhale, draw your elbows down to your shoulders. Stay for the inhale. Then twist to the right just once. Inhale, back into warrior 1. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, left knee into your chest. Exhale, figure 4. Maybe adding that twist. Maybe the left tricep comes to the left foot. Inhale, back up, knee to chest. Exhale, landing high crescent. Stay for the inhale. Then exhale, release your hands down to your mat. Walk your right foot so it's perpendicular to your mat. Roll onto the knife edge of your left foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink your hips as you reach for the back of your mat. Inhale, draw that half rainbow, set the right hand down, and then paint your mat again. Then eventually come to the back of your mat. Spin, the left leg leads. Inhale, 3-legged dog, send the left leg back. Exhale, left knee to the outer tricep. Inhale, kick back. One more time. Left knee to left outer tricep. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, left foot outside of your left fingertips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand, forearm comes down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forearm comes down. Then straighten the elbows. Can you hover that left foot? Lift it maybe an inch off your mat. Three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Okay. Inhale into that grounded warrior three. Grab your washcloth and then set the knife edge of the right foot on that cloth. Press down into the floor, slide it away from you. Then squeeze your thighs to draw it back in. 2 more times. Slide it away from you. Squeeze your thighs. Slide it away from you. Squeeze your thighs, draw it back in. Now, lift that leg, bend, and can catch a hold of the right foot. Now, if you can catch a hold of the foot, this is where you can try that baby grasshopper from your warrior three. You'll have to squat, straighten that leg, come on down. And then really push through that foot to re-lift. Send it back, low lunge. Drop the right knee, lift your torso. Start to hover this right knee, curl your toes under, reach up. Left hand comes down, side bend the knee, inhale center. Right hand comes down, side bend the knee, inhale center. Come into that baby goddess. Pivot to the front of your mat. Drop the left knee and hover it. Hands reach up. Side bend and lean to the right. Inhale center. Side bend and lean to the left. Inhale center. Mini goddess. Drop that right knee and then release the knee. Hands come down. Just step back to your down dog. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, elbows to shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, right knee into your chest. Figure four. Adding the twist if you want to try that. Maybe right tricep to your bottom of your right foot. Come back to the center. Send the right leg back into your high lunge. Release your hands down to the mat. Walk your left foot off. Point the foot so it's perpendicular to your mat. Roll onto the knife edge of your right foot. Reach for the back of your mat. Drop the right hip. Inhale, reach up, draw your half rainbow. Exhale, lower. Another half rainbow. Then lower the left hand. And then paint your mat. Eventually spinning, so the right leg lifts. You're in a low lunge. The right leg lifts and leads. Three-legged dog. Right knee, right outer tricep. Inhale, kick back. Right knee, right outer tricep. Inhale, kick back. Then step that right foot outside of the right hand. Inhale, reach up. Whole right forearm comes down. Reach up. Right forearm comes down. Straighten that arm. Maybe hover the right foot. Send it back, three-legged dog. Then step it up into that low lunge. Then that grounded warrior three. Grab your washcloth or plate. And then knife edge of the foot to the cloth. Slide away. Draw it in. Slide away. Draw it in. Slide it away. Draw it in. Then send this whole left leg back, but bend the knee. Grab a hold of the foot. You want to give this a try one more time. Same action. You have to slide this leg away from you. Come on down. Then press, re-lift, step the left foot back. Drop the left knee, lift your torso first. Then hover the knee. Then hover the knee, reach up. Right hand comes down, side bend and lean. Inhale, center. Left hand comes down, side bend and lean. Inhale, center. Mini goddess. Pivot toes. Right knee hovers, reach up. Left hand comes down. Inhale, reach up. Right hand comes down. Inhale, reach up. Mini goddess. Pivot. Left knee comes down all the way. Release your hand. Step back to your down dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, a sigh of relief. The flow part is over. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Travel to the top of the mat. Just one last side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to your high plank. Stay for the inhale, meet chaturanga or straight to down dog, your choice. We'll all meet in down dog, and from your down dog, you can come down to your knees, you can do child's pose. Give a moment to yourself, let your heart rate settle. And nice job, everyone. That was a beast of a flow, I personally think. All right, you guys, make your way to a comfortable seat. I'm going to turn and face the camera. So here, if you like your hips elevated, you can always sit on a blanket. Sometimes that helps. But come into a cross-legged seat. And then just gonna get comfortable. You might have to move the flesh of your hips aside. Tee out the arms. Take the right hand under your left. I'm not mirroring you. So come into eagle arms or rest your palms on your shoulders. Now once you're in eagle, I want you to lift your elbows to shoulder height, draw your palms away from your face. And then as you inhale, come to a slight back bend. So maybe drawing the elbows up to the point where the ceiling meets the wall. Then exhale, tuck your elbows into your belly. So doming the upper back, creating a C-shaped curve with your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest, this might feel good. Press the upper back behind you. And then maybe add a sway, that might feel really nice. Then your next inhale, you will relift your torso, untangle the arms, we're just switching sides. The left under the right, bind or just rest your palms on your shoulders. Take an inhale and draw the elbows up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Then tuck your elbows into your belly, creating that dome with the upper back. Exaggerate that flexion in your spine. And maybe if you liked that sway, you can do that again. Then re-lift your torso, untangle the arms. Okay, come into Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees apart. You can wrap your hands around your feet. If you need a block or a book, maybe 2 blocks or a book, set that in front of you. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, pull forward. And go slow on the fold and stop where you feel the juiciest stretch. And take about 5 deep breaths here. So 5 deep cycles of breath. Again, trying to smooth out your inhales and exhales. And then on your next inhale, back out of the fold, relift your torso. Keep your left leg where it's at, extend your right. And flex your right toes, kind of roll the inner thigh up. And then you'll spin and turn over the left knee, press your fingertips to the floor, so it's a twist. Lengthen your spine on the inhale and then twist on the exhale. So maybe some of you will bring your chin over that left shoulder. Now hold on to your twist, but just interlace your fingers behind your head, point the elbows out, and then drop that right elbow towards the right thigh. So in other words, it's a side bend. We're stretching out the left side ribs, the intercostals, the whole left side. Try not to look down and close off the pose. You want to keep your heart open. Keep the left elbow pointing up at the sky. Maybe taking your gaze to the sky. Then relift your torso, release the hands. Come back into Baddha Konasana just to set up for the other side. So right leg remains where it's at. Extend the left leg. Root down through your sit bones, and you'll pivot and turn over the right knee. Press your fingertips into the floor to lengthen your spine and twist. And then interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows point out. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your left elbow towards your left thigh. And feel that stretch and expansion across the outside of your right ribs. Keep the right elbow pointing up at the ceiling, maybe the gaze too. And inhale, come back to center, release the arms. And then I'm going to have you guys come down to your bellies. So set the blanket aside, come on down. And just for a moment here, come to a full prostration so you can lengthen the arms. Drop the forehead down to your mat. Maybe kind of rock from side to side, just kind of massaging the brow area. Then walk your hands in and set your left forearm perpendicular to the top of your mat. And start to lift, so it's a slight back bend here. Bend the right knee, catch a hold of that right foot. Draw the heel in towards you, but keep the top of your right thigh heavy into the mat. Little bit of a quad stretch. Some of you, if you can grab your right foot, you'll be able to spin your fingertips so they point in the same direction of your toes, and then you can really start to press that heel down, but don't lift your knee. So coming into Ardha Vinyasa. Then release, don't slingshot this, just take your time, a slow release of the right foot. Come back down into that full prostration. Then you lift your torso. This time it's the right forearm that's perpendicular to your mat. Bend the left knee, catch a hold of that left foot. Start to draw it in towards the outer left hip, but keep the top of that left thigh heavy, so don't lift the thigh, don't lift the knee. And then maybe if you want to, you can try flipping the grip so the fingers point in the same direction as the toes. And slow, release that left foot. And you're just going to roll over onto your backs. Knees are bent. Cross the right leg over the left. So think of stacking your knees. And if you're familiar with Gomukhasana, the bottom half of Gomukhasana, this is what we're trying to create. And then start to lift both knees in towards your chest. And see if you can either reach for your shins or your ankles. So a couple of options here. You can start to draw your heels in towards the outer hips and press your heels in towards the outer hips. Or you can bring your knees closer into your chest, pressing the knees closer into your chest, but try to keep your low back on the mat. So in other words, don't lift the tailbone, keep it pointing forward, but just compressing the knees into the chest. And then notice if you can start to feel that stretch in the right outer hip as you do this. Then release your legs. You can untangle them, maybe set them about max distance apart, and then just windshield wiper. And then relift the knees. And I believe it's the left leg that crosses over the right. Think of stacking your knees. Grab a hold of your ankles, your shins, whatever you can get a hold of. And either bring the heels in towards the outer hips or start to press the knees closer towards your chest, using your hands to draw them down. Keeping the tailbone untucked. And release the legs. You can windshield wiper them again if that felt good. And then come on into a happy baby. So grab a hold of your big toes or your outer feet, whatever you can, and draw your knees closer towards the floor, maybe adding a rock if you'd like that. And release your legs, start to extend them down your mat, setting up in your Shavasana shape. So get comfortable. If you need to put on any additional clothing in case you're starting to cool off, go ahead and do that. And then make your way back to your backs. And we'll end class today with a meditation. This one is a gratitude meditation. So your hands can be down alongside you, or if you'd like, you can also rest your hands on your heart, or maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And we begin. Allow your awareness to move to your immediate environment. All the things you are experiencing with your five senses. What are you smelling? What is your skin coming into contact with? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you tasting? Now say to yourself, for this, I am grateful. Next, bring to mind 5 people in your life who support and love you. Picture their individual faces like flashcards in your mind, person by person. Say to yourself, for this, I am grateful. Next, turn your attention onto yourself. Scan your body. Take time to thank the parts of you you're particularly grateful for. Perhaps your feet for taking you where you want to go. Maybe your hands for their strength. Whichever part you feel drawn to, thank it briefly and move on to another. And now say to yourself, for this, I am grateful. Become aware of your thoughts without judgment. Your mind might be evaluating this experience or associating with something pleasant or maybe unpleasant. Whatever they are, thank your thoughts for the great job they do in keeping you aware and aligned with what's important to you. Say to yourself, for this, I am grateful. And finally, connect with all the effort you give in creating your life. With the energy you put forward, taking care of yourself, taking care of others, contributing to this world, feel the immensity of this energy in your heart. Breathe deeply into your heart center. Allow the chest muscles to relax and say to yourself, for this, I am grateful. And as you move through your day today, perhaps as you move through your week, if frustration, anger, sadness, or stress arises, when this happens, remember how you feel right now. Remember what you are grateful for, and summon these feelings once again. Shavasana. If you have a few extra minutes and would like to linger in Shavasana, I encourage you to do so. If you're ready to be guided out, Start to invite some movement into your fingers and toes. Maybe circle out the wrist and ankles. Maybe rock your head from side to side. Then gently gather your knees into your chest. Lower them to either side, coming into a fetal pose. Then press yourself up to a seat. I'm going to, oh, actually, if Nicole could unmute everyone. There we go. Hi, guys. Thank you so much. Namaste.